Okay, guys, the game is up, and I think we're ready to go. I don't know if I want to go light or dark for this stream. Because it is the middle of the night, so I really do not want to have my bright light on my face. But it makes me look a lot more professional. It's weird. My phone's like reinstalling a bunch of apps right now. So I can't open Twitch on there to make sure that everything's running fine, and I don't like that. So I guess I just won't have Twitch up on my phone for a small bit. Guess I'll just stay on the home screen and wait. Oh, there we go. It's back. Okay, it's back up. Let me just get the stream up real quick. And we'll be good to go. Whoa, 15 people on Enderal? Dang. Okay, let's hop on in. And I got it up on my phone. Okay, we're good to go. I'm gonna do the light because it's more professional. And at darker places in the game, I don't want my face cam to like not exist. Lighting is important. Okay. Oh, I remember I was down here because I was trying to kill bandits. Oh, he was right there. Yep. Dimensional rift. And I believe this is onwards. Yep, this is a way I haven't gone yet. There are actually two ways I haven't gone yet. This is just one of them. Uh-oh. Apparition, you really shouldn't have done that. Thank God the creators of Enderal had the foresight to give you fast healing.
Someone's there.
Okay. Yeah, Rico's just gonna pretty much do all the work on you. I'll just seep a bit of health off of you while he does it. Okay, and I'm considering setting up an archer.
Like the bite of a flea. Fucking piece of shit. You're
I really need to get an upgrade to Life Absorb though, because like, God, this spell's getting outdated at this point. Like, it's good, but holy crap, I need rank 2 of it. It's getting a bit unbearable. I think this is the way forward. Nope. Okay, back up. Guess I can't use that path yet. So I believe the deal was my allies are trapped up top. So I'm trying to make my way around to save them. Also, Kali is like completely missing. I don't know what happened with her. She was inside the circle. So she fell too, but I didn't see her where we fell to. So I don't know what the deal with Kali is. Other than that, gotta save my allies. Okay, Apparition, what are you doing, my man? Get down. Okay. Okay, I think we... There he is. I always like to do that just so I can know how many enemies there are, because I usually can't see them all. But if you hit one, they all aggro. It's a good way to check how many enemies there are when you can't quite see too well. Shoot the one you can see. You usually do that, or I dimensionally rift one of them, because he'll attack the first one that I attack directly. Someone's dimensionally drifted. There's no way I'll attack them directly, because I can't until they're out of dimensional rift.
Like the wind, yes. Gold we want and
Same
plenty
shit,
of
different day. Someone's there.
Okay, it's archers. Oh, shoot, I did it. I was about to grab a elementalism spell that is fire, because I didn't see the way to trigger that. But, seems I accidentally triggered it. Or they accidentally triggered it. Now that I think about it, they are archers. It could have accidentally hit the rope holding up a flame lantern. Back to the depths again. Dang, we're going in and out of the depths a lot here, huh?
That's just bullshit.
I think I hit that one.
You'll pay for that.
Good job, Rudger One Eye. This guy's my bud. I really like Ruger. Sure, I bought him some of the most expensive armor to get him up to this point, but you know what? He's cool. My book, heavy armor, long sword and shield. Pretty cool setup. I like him. He's a typical paladin, but he's undead. And he only exists when I need him to. Typical paladin. And he also doesn't constantly complain about how that's not a morally correct thing to do. Can't tell if it's a band or one of ours. Nah. Scripted cutscene is what it is.
There we go. That trick has yet to disappoint me. So what do you say now, you piece of shit? I'll make you pay for what you... Well, that's just great. The fucker brought his bitch with him.
Put down your weapon. I don't want to hurt you.
Oh, is that so?
All
Oh.
of your men are dead. And even if you manage to get past us, there are dozens of guards further up. So put down your weapon, or you will regret it.
Such determination. All right, then. Die!
As you wish.
Oh, she did cause the massacre at the village, it seems. Finally, she gets character development. I was waiting for this. I knew it would eventually happen.
Are you all right?
I'm okay. How did you, get here?
I fell, thank Malphus, into a thicket farther down the ruin. It was some kind of machine room. At least that's what it looked like to me. And luckily enough, that's also how the traps in the entrance are being controlled. I tried to deactivate them. We'll see if it worked. Anyway, do you see the camp down there? We should take a look at it.
I got something to spectralize.
Yes?
Okay, just now. I guess I can't ask her about whatever it is I just saw. She just following me? Oh no, I'm following her.
Gold. And it's the fruit of honest labor. So that's what this was all about. They fled here to protect their loot? We should bring this to the Order. Maybe we can find out who they stole it from.
No!
Yes?
Do that, please.
Stay right there. Who are you?
I'm not one of them. Please don't hurt me. Oh, by the righteous path. What did I get myself into?
Then who are you?
Alice Summerstone. I'm just a simple man, a farmer by me path. I have 2 daughters, me woman and a little farm girl just a few miles from Ark. Maybe you know one of me girls. She sells our bread at the market, Mondas de Freiras.
The skinny one with the blonde hair?
Yes, exactly. That's her. My little Serta.
Explain yourself. Why are you here?
Aye, of course. Do you know who Landlord Borek is?
He's one of the most influential landlords of the Farmer's Coast. Both the Guard and the Order get their food from his lands. What does he have to do with this?
His eyes.
Everything is a part of it. And all of this is his fault. I
Oh
swear it
yeah,
by me
he
name.
has the eyes.
Why?
Because he's a criminal, that's why. Believe me, I know how that sounds. But it's the truth. You have to believe me. The tolls he collects from his tenants are so high that we hardly have anything left to eat. And those who don't pay get beaten up by his lackeys. But that's not all of it. He also knows the Relata.
The Relata, the cult from the Undercity.
Aye, who else? They believe themselves above Malphas, above the Holy Path. And they are powerful. Which is also why no one does anything about them.
Let me guess, the gold belongs to Boric, and you hope that his supposed cruelty justifies your theft?
No. No, this money isn't his. I had debts. It all started 3 years ago, when we had a very bad harvest, and I couldn't pay me toll for the first time. Boric gave me a loan, but he said that I'd have to pay interest next time. Well, I think you can figure out the rest.
You got into more and more debt, and you were looking for a way to pay everything at once.
Aye. I knew from a friend that there was this man in the Undercity, this Carrick. And he said that he and his men might be willing to help me, if they would get money from it. Apparently they even had a sense of honor and path-abidingness, if you can call it that.
So you made a bargain with them, but whose pennies are those?
They're from a traveling merchant. We ambushed him, and you know what we did. But I swear by me name we didn't hurt him. When we had the money, all Sunfire started breaking loose. Some kind of woman appeared, all veiled and dressed in black. And in the wink of an eye, she killed 2 of Carrick's men. We tried to fight her at first, but then we ran for it. Well, and ended up in this ruin.
Veiled woman with dark robes and a low voice.
She didn't speak much, but yes, she had dark robes. And she was different. Unholy. Sorry, I don't know how to describe her any better.
And they expect to turn you loose with the money, right? To save your farm.
Me farm and me family, aye. Please, it's the right thing to do. If I don't have the money by the next turn of the moon, Boric and his lackeys will change their tune. And I know what that means.
What do you think, Kalia?
It's a tough call. I can understand his motivation, but that doesn't change the consequence of his actions. If we let him run, we legitimize his crime, so to speak. You should justify your crime before the tribunal. Explain to them what Boric did, and they might judge you lightly.
Judge lightly? You don't really believe that, do you? They don't care about the why, and even if they do, it doesn't change a damn thing about the fact that me family is lost without this money.
Thanks, right, yes, red
But
eyes.
it doesn't change that you're at least partially responsible for what happened here. But it's your call.
He'll be presented to the tribunal, I'm sad to say.
No, but... Oh, damn. What did I get myself into?
What did that say? Oh god, there's even
By
more
the
coming in
prophet's
your
ass,
delay, actually.
you really got them all. You don't stop surprising me, that's for sure. And neither do you,
Appreciates, okay.
Sakurash. Thanks for deactivating the traps up there. Who's our shackled friend here? He doesn't look like one of the bandits.
No, but he's guilty nonetheless. Can you escort him to Ark?
To Ark? Sure. Jakil, Jorel, you take care of that. Alright then. I'd say if this machine is somewhere in this ruin, it's here. I suggest you two take a look around. We'll cover your back in the meantime.
Do you see the passage over there? We should take a look at it.
I'm like, yeah, I think you came from the machine, Talia. You know, that was really a hard choice. I don't know if turning him in was the right choice. Oh my.
I suppose we found our machine. At least, what's left of it. Do you feel anything, Saira? With your gift, I mean.
Nothing, no. But this thing looks familiar somehow. Let's take a look around.
Agreed. Maybe we can even take some small parts of it with us right now. The Order will transport the rest to Ark by Myrat.
They're gonna take this entire thing?
What strange metal. It didn't rust at all, despite all the time it's been here.
I hear that. Okay, so I'm actually pretty good at hearing souls, I would think. Is that real? Or is that just part of my eyes, real? Okay. Take crystal.
Correct. Nothing else possesses that much raw, magical power.
Okay, magical. Okay, something that contains raw magical power. That's the first piece. So, I figured out something. So, apparently souls will always be on top of skeletons. So, whenever I hear that noise, the noise of the souls, look for a skeleton. I also want to make sure I can make a talisman with this new soul I got. Because it's a rank 2 soul, right? Okay, now I can make a talisman out of the new soul I got.
All this energy, it's useless without the Numinos.
Okay, so that's the. Okay, so we got the so we got the power supply. We got the thing that uses all the power. Now we just need something else. I honestly don't know what. Got the power. I think that uses most. That makes the power usable. I honestly don't know what the last piece we would take right now would be. Or where in this room will be. It'll probably be somewhere obvious. Like those two didn't seem to be hidden. Sitting right by there. Sitting up on top of those. I assume it's probably through here. Yeah. Yeah, last piece is right over here, it looks like.
It works in a way we have not even come close to comprehending, like a cosmic force.
Okay, so we got the thing that has a bunch of raw magical energy, the thing that makes all that magical energy useful, and then a piece of paper that will help you understand how it all works. Pretty important pieces, I'd say. Where's Kalia? There she is. Hey, Kalia.
Yes? Found something?
Look what I found. Does this seem... You just called me Saira. What kind of nickname is that?
Oh, I did. I'm sorry. Sairo is Kyranian and can mean a lot of things, but the closest translation in our case would be brother in arms. My foster father called me that, so I suppose it's just an old habit. I like the way it sounds, though. If you don't mind, I'll call you that from now on.
I like it. Unique nickname for you that you give me. Show the crystal canister. Look what I found. Does this seem useful?
Let me see. Yes, it does indeed. Seems to be some kind of energy storage, but it's empty.
Oh. That looks useful. Whatever it is.
Yes? Yes, you're right. How is it possible that it moves all by itself? Let's take it with us.
And the old parchment. What do these say?
They look useful. Let's take them to the Chronicum.
Okay. I think that's all we need for now. Let the order take the rest.
Yes, I think you're right.
We got the
Hopefully we
three
didn't miss
important
anything.
pieces.
Let's go talk to Pegast.
Yeah, I think we got the 3 important pieces. Report to Lashari. Who really just her entire character so far seems to just be hating religion, but who knows? Maybe she'll get character development. Hopefully she'll get character development, actually. Not maybe, hopefully, because she needs it.
Now that was quick. So, what did you find?
You're right, there is a machine back there. At least, there was once. The years have taken their toll on it.
Well, that's not much of a surprise considering how long it was down here. And as long as we can reconstruct it, that's alright. I sent some of my men back to Ark. We'll request a caravan to get all the parts back to the temple and see what we can do from there. Let's just hope it really will help us against this cleansing, whatever it is. As much as I admire Pyrean technology, I don't like the idea of putting our lives in the hands of it.
Sure, let's share the old parchment. We found this near the machine. Maybe this can give us a little insight into what it really is.
Let me see. Nariman, Bronwa, Lydius, Myokis, Termayawen. Interesting. Truly interesting.
What?
Seems that this machine was only some kind of prototype. The real one the Pyreans were working on must be somewhere else. Plus, there's also a name for it. The Pyreans called it the Beacon.
That's poetic.
Indeed. Well then, it seems like you and your visions have once again saved the day, Prophet. There's a lot for us to do now. If you've taken care of your business here, I suggest you head back to Ark and report to Old Aranthiel.
What do you think, Saira? Do you want to leave now or stay a little longer?
Oh, let's go.
Good.
Free fast travel? I'll take it.
There you are. Pegast's mages have already told the Grandmaster about our find, and they're waiting for us in the... Let's go.
All that I am saying is that there are more efficient ways to battle this red madness. And heathen machines atop the Sun Temple are the last thing that will calm the townsfolk.
Maybe. But if this heathen machine is what the Pyreans used to combat the cycle, I want it near. Even if it turns out to be useless, only a fool turns down a chance. Sharim, how long will the reconstruction take?
Well, that depends on how many Pyrean mechanics you have on hand that can help us decipher these plans. Just think for once, Aranthiel. How are we supposed to give you an estimation if we don't even know what the finished machine is supposed to look like?
We will get to work right away, Grandmaster. But in any case, we're going to need a lot of steel and Pyrean crystals.
You will get them. Now, get to work.
Okay.
Blazes, it's dark already? Time really does fly by.
Yes?
spend a lot of time on your own? Was it always like that?
Well, as I told you, I was never very popular with the other novices. You know, the novitiate was very challenging. The magisters only rarely gave us days off to contemplate, as they called it. The others usually used it to go to the tavern to gamble and drink. I never really liked that kind of pastime, and I still don't.
That's beyond me.
What about love? That's a good enough pastime.
I've never really thought about things like that. You know, life in the temple is quite secluded, and I doubt there are many men or women who would find my way of living attractive. But forgive me, that's very personal. I don't really want to talk about it.
You said likes that? Okay. How come everybody needs to stretch their legs from time to time?
That's true, but when I feel the need to relax, I prefer taking a stroll or spending time in the baths. Whatever secret there is about relaxing to loud music, raucous shouting, and alcohol is beyond me.
And I already know I should just keep it. Ranthiel. He wants to talk to me bad, I can tell.
You did excellent work. We will reconstruct this machine no matter the price. Here, this will reward you for your effort. With a beacon and the sigiled stone, we now have both a sword and shield against these High Ones. That is more than I had hoped for. However, there has also been a disquieting development. I have called in a conclave, and it will take place in a day. Come back then, and use the time to rest.
Yes! Give me more of her story. I also am probably gonna buy a ring. Well, I'm gonna make the next gem, see what the Pyrean person's specialties are. And if I don't replace Rugar One Eye with them, I will... Well, actually, I'm probably gonna be forced to, because it's getting a bit outdated.
Saira, good to see you. Do you need anything?
Oh, what's the story behind your tattoo? That's something I actually was wondering.
Tattoo? Oh, of course, you mean my mark. I've had that for as long as I can remember, and I don't have the slightest idea as to how I got it.
Got a tattoo. Kinda looks just like... Don't know how I got another dollar in my pocket. Kinda looks just like it. Yeah, cool.
Where is this supposed to be? Brother, did you get my letter?
Ah, yes, I did. Magistrar Yeager approved your request.
Is any comfort to you? Looks good.
It does. You're the first to tell me that. But thanks, I guess.
Thank you. And may his light...
No, come on, I had to ask more.
And you.
Is it, I don't know, magical?
No, it isn't. It's just there, that's all.
Okay, can you stop trying to... this is the last not rude response I can do. Well, something like that doesn't just appear out of nowhere. Someone must have put it on you.
That's what Tyrus said too. But if it has a meaning, it's obscure. I couldn't find anything in the books, and the Magisters couldn't put their fingers on it either.
Can't you remove it somehow? I really didn't want to say that.
Not without leaving a bad scar, at least according to the apothecary. And even if that weren't the case, I don't know if I'd want it gone. It reminds me of something.
Yeah, it's like part of your character. Okay, they straight up just made me go through all the options. Do I want something? Not really, I just want to talk.
That's convenient, actually. I think I still owe you an explanation.
About old Dothelgrad, I take it?
Yes, but let's talk somewhere else. Come on.
Yeah, somewhere more private so that other people don't overhear you. Makes sense. I wonder where she takes me to talk.
So, sorry for all the secrecy. I just didn't want anyone else to listen in.
Yeah, this place looks pretty obscure. Can understand that. So, what did you want to discuss?
Well, that moment when I neutralized the leader of the bandits in Old Dothelgrad. I'm sure you noticed that I was different then.
Okay, that's one of the rudest ways. That's one of the rudest things today. That's one way to put it. You seemed upset.
Upset? You choose your words carefully, Saira. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I'll make this quick. There is something about me that you don't know. That no one knows, actually. Do you remember what I told you in the curarium about the destroyed village? Well, I wasn't entirely honest with you.
So you do know what actually happened?
Not all of it, no, and it's true that I don't know how I ended up there. But I remembered something just before I regained consciousness. Some kind of vague memory. A feeling coupled with an image.
What exactly do you mean by that?
It's hard to describe because it didn't last very long, but I saw myself, but I was somehow above the rooftops, as if I flew. Below me, I saw all the chaos, the dead, the fire, the devastated houses, and I somehow felt hot, but from inside, as if my blood was boiling. That sounds crazy, doesn't it? I'm sorry, but I don't know how to describe it better than that.
What happened then?
Nothing. I woke up, and from there things happened just as I've already told you. But that's not really what I'm trying to get at. In that memory, when I saw all those dead bodies and all that destruction, I felt satisfaction, pleasure. As if all that suffering, all that pain was the most exhilarating thing I'd ever seen.
Not sure I follow. Trying to tell me something?
Well, I didn't know what to make of that memory myself for quite a long time. But then, things happened that made me understand. There is something inside my head, Saira. Some kind of second soul, an entity. Most of the time it sleeps, but there are situations in which it wakes up. Mostly when something atrocious happens or has happened. Blood, pain, death. Whenever I'm confronted with these kinds of things, it tries to... I don't know how to put it. Tries to take control of me, and then things like Alt Dthulgrad happen. It's never managed to completely take me over, and it hasn't gotten as far as it did in Alt Dthulgrad for a long, long time now. But that memory from the village, I think that is what happens when I let myself go completely.
And that power you suddenly gained comes from the entity within you.
Yes, it is immense, Saira. I can feel it every time it is trying to take me over. I don't even want to think about what would happen if I were to give in completely.
That's a lot. That's a lot to take in.
I figure. Listen, what happened in Old Dothelgrad, I never should have let it come to that. But that moment when he charged me, the blood on his sword, I just couldn't contain it. And when I gave in, when I hacked him into pieces, I simply felt so thrilled, complete. I was naive to believe it would never get that far again. Naive and stupid. But do you see now? This is the reason why I train so hard, why I always try to control my emotions, no matter what people do or say to me. This creature inside me, it's always on the hunt. And the only way I can keep it at bay is by controlling both my body and spirit 100%. Just one moment of carelessness. That's all it takes.
I see. Does the Order know about this? The Magisters?
Only Master Tyrus, my foster father. He taught me how to contain it by controlling my thoughts. And he also advised me never to tell anyone about it, which I haven't. Until today.
And is there nothing you can do about it? No way to banish this?
No way that I know of, at least. Who should I ask? The apothecary? There are 2 ways that would go. Either they would ridicule me, or they would take me seriously and report my condition to the Order. Neither way helps me, and who knows what the Order would do if they found out, especially as strained as the situation is right now.
But if violence provokes this, then why would you join the military wing?
Well, what would be the alternative? Transcribe Pyrean books like the Magisters do all day? Or drop out entirely and pour hot water for the upper city's noblewomen? Look, Saira, as you've already pointed out, there is a chance that this thing inside me is responsible for the massacre in the village. And if that's true, I definitely have a lot of repentance to do, don't you think? And even if it isn't, I want to change things, to make the world at least a little bit better. And yes, I do realize that this means a lot of hardship and hard work for me, but I'm not afraid of that. Do you know why? Because that's what's missing in this world. So many people just talk, and never act, because that would mean that they'd have to actually endure something for what they believe in.
I could rather say you don't lack determination, an admirable attitude, which both seem about the same. First one's a bit more rude than an admirable attitude. But an admirable attitude isn't saying enough. Last one is just like, hey, if you want to be a complete asshole, and end the story right here. I think this is probably the most logical one. Sorry if I offended you in any way. I'm just worried for you, that's all.
Yes, I know. Sorry, I shouldn't have gotten so emotional. I just wanted to clear this up. Anyway, the one thing I ask of you is to keep silent about what I've told you. It will never come to something like that again, I promise. I'd like some time by myself now, and thanks for listening.
Okay, so I keep quiet about Kalia's
This just doesn't make sense.
inner demon. She keeps silent about the fact that I use necromancy like magic, because that stuff is kind of illegal. Oh, it's just in the training hall, which no one's ever using. Okay, that explains it. Okay, I need to get to the Undercity is to train, is to make the other talisman of the new soul I got. Because rank 2 souls, it's about time to begin. Lugar One Eye, your time might be up. It really depends on what the next, it really depends on what the new soul is about. Let me make sure I have everything I need. I need any skulls in here. Yep, I think I got all my skulls. Up, that's Blight Skull. Soul gems. Yeah, I think I'm good on those. Nothing else. I at least have the soul gems I need. And bone meal. And ectoplasm. Okay, I think I got everything. Oh, I know why. Yeah, I haven't sold all the stuff yet. Okay, so let me make the talisman. Then I'll start putting stuff back in the chest. Okay, Undercity, main cavern. I think barracks spawns me a bit closer to one.
Please, just one second.
What is it, Sunchild?
Marksman
What?
and light armor. Oh.
He'll come around. He has to.
I need an oak bow and Pyrean gaunt and Pyrean armor. Huh.
Woman thinks she's Vatira incarnate. That's a nice dress you're wearing there, sunchild. Careful. Some people down here would kill for something like that.
Fair enough. Maybe there's a trick or two I could show you, but trust me, they don't come cheap.
It's at least one of them, you know. Okay, and I think that's all I really need to sell to him now. What I want to buy from him, though. Never mind, I don't want to buy from him at all, it seems. His soul gems are overpriced, his islands are filled.
Well then.
A sunchild, huh? Word of advice. Don't go sauntering about Dark Alley.
Yeah, actually wait, no, I should go to the Sun Temple and check the armory there. They're more likely to have Pyrean stuff than the normal people would. Sun Temple. I also have a bed up there so I can sleep if they are closed. They're probably closed, aren't they? Yeah, I'm gonna go sleep. I could probably go do some Marl's dice and win a couple games, you know.
Apparently we both...
But, nah. Okay, so I got a couple of possible choices right now. I'm thinking Rugar One Eye is still gonna be my main apparition for the time being. I will give him a couple good spells for the time being. I think that's where I meant to go. There's where I meant to go. Oh, he's gone. Yeah, because I feel like 8 AM would make sense for them to open, so I'm just going to sleep until after 8 AM so that they will be open when I go out there. I'm just going to make the people of the monastery hate me even more with this stunt.
Move along.
The
famed
prodigy.
Statue.
I hope you can live up to what they say about you. I really do.
Yeah, so I'm thinking I could rather get Rugar One Eye 2 enchanted 2 enchanted amulets, a ring and necklace. Or, if there's some Pyrean gear here, I could upgrade myself and get an extra piece to make a archer, because I wouldn't mind that.
Well, sure. You'll have to pay normally, though. As much as the Grandmaster favors you, metal and work don't come for free.
Yeah, it looks like they don't upgrade their stock as you get better at the game. It looks like they have the same stuff as they always do.
Walk blessed.
Actually, but I have some stuff I could sell to them. Actually, first I should go to the unenchanted table.
May
then
his
I'll
light
go back
guide
to
you.
the blacksmith and sell to him.
You're the one they called Crafty.
Yes?
Most of the questions left with her are stuff I already know because I actually listened to her. Which I'm guessing some players don't, based on the fact that you can ask these questions.
What are you doing in this part of the city? Shouldn't you be, I don't know, somewhere else?
Yes.
Okay, looks like we're not, because both of those are uniques. Which is also making me wonder, why are they not sitting in my secure chest when they're unique items I don't want to sell? Ever. However, I might hand the one-handed and block over to Rugar. I might specterize that weapon, since specterize doesn't mean you lost it forever, apparently. Okay, let me put that away. I got a Carrick's Charm. I'm gonna put that one away, even though I plan on most likely giving that to my minion. And I'm gonna have to sell all these. Because I don't care what I tell myself, I'm not gonna end up using stabs.
May
Stabs
his
are
light
dumb.
guide.
They're just less cool magic.
Keep walking.
Okay.
Sure.
I'm gonna sell my
You'll
minions
have to pay
old
normally,
stuff
though.
to help pay
As much
for
as the Grandmaster favors
the
you,
upgrades I got.
metal and work don't come for free. Walk blessed.
Okay, now I need to go down to the lower city to sell the stuff I couldn't sell up here. Which is most types of things.
Lander, what are you doing in this part of the city? Shouldn't you be...
Pretty sure the Sun Temple has like an entire marketplace pretty much, but I don't know it well enough, so I'm not going to use it. I'll just go to the official Ark Marketplace where I'm used to. And I got the skill books down there that I need, so...
Hear my words, O path-abiding people of this holy city. Many of you may have heard it.
Do I have a bounty right now? Yeah, I currently have a bounty.
Come to Yorinto Shams and buy fish. Only the best and fresh from the lake.
Seems a point. You just have to live with it.
I think I've seen you before, haven't I? You work for the Order.
Walk. Sure. Take a look.
Yep, this is the girl I'm used to seeing. You might be able to use those. I don't think I have any potions left that you can use. I'm not going to sell those scrolls because those are actually useful to me. I'll sell those to the appropriate people. I don't think I'm going to sell any of this stuff because like doesn't have a high enough value to be worth it. However, I don't plan on using that type of magic anyway, so, and I'll keep those.
Walk blessed. What can I do for you? But, well, I think one of the... Grandpa always said they were just tales, but Who knows?
Morales Vezing.
You should go to the library. Huh? Maybe they still have a volume
Is
of
it
that
important?
book there.
Countless murderers.
Have you heard the news about the magic? Is it
Hey,
important?
wait a minute.
30
Never
officers
mind.
and killed himself up in the
What is it?
Oh,
By
farewell.
Malthus, what has become of this world?
Men
Oh,
and women, children and elders.
Hungry?
Let us pray for our brothers and sisters across the Red Sea. Let us pray for Saldris
Yes?
and the Golden Queen.
Listen, do not take this personally,
An
but I have
adventurer,
business
aren't
to
you?
attend to.
Have you been
If
to...
you're an outlander and want to learn
how do they
something
say
about
it?
our guild,
Melee?
go to the library.
My dad told me that's
Talk
where the
to the
petrified live.
Where is this citizen going?
Now where did I put that?
Yeah, I'm not gonna follow her.
Hear my words, O path of
I can
iron
do.
people
I
of
can
this
follow her
holy
next time I
city.
see her.
No, I just put them out for you to look at.
There's
Tell
Yeah,
me what you
shut
need,
up.
and be quick about it.
I got some extra smoking pipe. I need that.
Walk blessed.
If it's cloud,
Walk blessed. Sure.
come and take a good long piece.
Potions, anything for friends of path-abiding magic.
Limitless cowardice attempted to storm the palace of the Golden Queen.
May your path all...
Mm-hmm. 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 No, I don't want to put the ectoplasm in there. That's one of the few things I... That's one of the two things I don't want in there.
Always be even. Sure.
Oh.
Really need that new
May your
essence
path
for my
always
hair.
be even.
Here's the guy that I don't like.
No, I just put them out for you to look at.
God, I hate this guy.
Tell me what you need, and be quick about it.
The Lightborn Saldrin, keeper of the writings, the eternal timeless.
Walk
Yes?
blessed.
My sir?
Fruits.
Greetings.
Vegetables.
Sure,
bread fresh
take
from
a
the
look.
oven. Treat yourself.
Walk blessed.
Al-Rashim, with an exemplary act of bravery,
Food.
Morales Vezings, my friend.
You
Spices,
said it, my
rugs,
man.
delicacies, only the best. Straight from Kile. Take a look.
What does he sell me? He sells bananas. Lots of cool stuff from overseas, it looks like. Light magic, rhetoric, and alchemy.
Farewell.
I might want to be buying some of that light magic stuff. But first things first. Enchanting.
Sure. Take a look. Walk.
Enchanting is currently 25, and light magic is currently 30. Okay, so I want to work on my enchanting a bit.
Sure. Take a look. Walk blessed.
Say farewell to our world for everyone who went to
Sure. Take a look.
back on the road from
Do
the
not be afraid.
aged man's
Only the weak of
abode.
pathless spirit are prone to the workings of this red madness.
Walk blessed.
That's also really good with what I'm doing. And blessing of life, sure. Yes, this is my basic layout of how I'm using light magic. I'm using life absorption rank 2, elixir rank 1, and blessing of life rank 1. Because elixir will make my apparition stronger. Blessing of life will make me stronger. And I almost completely forgot. Yo, does this guy have a ring that Rugar could use?
Oh, hello there. Walk like all your heart could ever desire. Take a look.
Okay, necklace is good. Man of Ice 7, not gonna help him at all. Bows. I could use that, but I need to get my minion a ring first. That works. Kind of expensive though. Guess 7% more damage is a lot. However, that's nice right there. I'm a good bit away from that. What can I sell? I could sell... Still don't have enough.
May his light guide you.
I'm gonna need to buy the
Come
Ring of
back
the Summoner
if you find
though.
the time.
Because that Ring of the Summoner, it's gonna make Rugar so much stronger as it increases all of his stats. Okay, what can I sell? Oh, Leathersmith. Got some stuff for you. I got some pelts I can sell you.
How may I be of service? Of course. How of service? Some things never change.
I want to improve those first. Okay, now I can sell to you.
Yes.
All of the pelts and
Of
leather
course.
I have. Because it's kind of useless to me for the time being. Nails and the silver ingot can be sold to the other guy. I'm not even considering the idea of increasing Rugar's armor yet.
Hammers, daggers, swords. The looking for everything for the path-abiding soldier.
Also buy all my potions. I'll buy most of my weapons. I'll buy all my weapons, but selling that's all.
Come again.
How much money do I have? 1,096. Not enough yet. I need like 1.6k, I believe, and I'll admit, hitting that is not going to be easy. I don't think I can sell any more of this stuff. I'm going to keep the smoking pipe. In fact, I might smoke some peace weed right now because it's probably an achievement level. I also don't know what effect I'll get. Peace weed, peace weed.
Hungry? I've got just what a weary traveler needs.
Come to Yorinto Shamdash and
Lesson?
buy fish. Only the best.
No, wait,
and
is this
fresh
just straight
from
up
the Red
lesson
Sea.
my arcane fever?
Potions, anything for friends of path abiding magic.
Okay. That does remind me though, I do have a power. Yeah.
You just can't depend on those sailors. How long do they expect me to wait for? Shipment.
With an exemplary act of bravery, prevented their foul attack.
Apples, dates,
Oh,
bananas,
you're not from
the
around here, are
freshest
you?
fruits
I
right
thought I
from the
heard it.
farmer's
I didn't
coast
know
and
what you meant.
Duneville.
The Dark Valley. It's
Okay,
as the name
so yeah.
suggests, a valley.
The back here, most of this stuff I can't actually sell. Or I can sell, but... Wait, was I getting full value for these gems? That's odd, I did not expect to get... I thought I was getting Scandesters, I didn't sell those. Actually, let me... I need the money. I can always get more gems. Gems aren't the most useful unless you go into forging.
Huh? Can I
Unless
help
you're
you?
forging jewelry, right? Gems are kind of
No,
useless.
I just put them out for you to look at.
Shut up.
Tell me what you need,
Oh,
and
he's
be
not going
quick
anywhere
about it.
close to full value.
Across the Red Sea, let us pray for Saldrin and the Golden Queen.
Walk blessed.
They just sit on their asses and hope.
Okay, so the back I think is good. Next would be books. I need duplicates. 2 duplicates of that one. Holy crap. Yeah, not gonna worry about that. Actually. Alchemy is useless. Handicraft, rhetoric, sleight of hand.
Settle themselves.
Actually, rhetorics. Since I have the extra points, rhetoric is worth it. Okay, one second. Let me continue going through here.
Sorry, I'm not in the mood for talking. Maybe later. Maybe.
Walk blessed.
Okay, well that's
What?
one shop I can't use.
I think Grandpa always said they were just tales, but sure.
Boring.
Surprised you would even buy crusty bread at all, like. Incredible beer is worth nothing, but crusty bread, that's worth about 3 coins. Okay, and I'm gonna hold on to this. Ice Claw, very useful. And that's why I'm not gonna sell it yet.
Come back anytime.
Ice Claw just such good capacity to be useful. Yeah, so I'm gonna hold on. So I'm gonna sell these because I'm not doing sleight of hand, handicraft, or alchemy.
If it's climb and
Fact, I think
seek,
Can I help?
Greetings.
and take a good long
Sure,
peek.
take a look.
And now that I've
Walk
done all
blessed.
that, time to waste all my money out on one purchase. By God.
All for the well-dressed walk play all your heart could ever desire. Take a look.
My increased rhetorics actually saved me a bit of money there. I remember that being more expensive. Okay, Ring of the Fencer. Let me
Slight guide
grab
Come back if you find
the
the time.
necklace I'm going to give Lugar. I'll give him those two things, and with my Ring of the Summoner on top of it, I'd say pretty well upgraded. Like, it wasn't much, but by God, was it upgrades. Kirik? Yeah, it was him. Okay, back to the Undercity. I'm gonna actually go to Undercity Barracks now. I'm gonna do the faster way, even though I find it slightly more confusing. I know my way around here well enough now.
A sun.
Equipment. Equip items.
Word. Advice. Don't go son. About dog. Down here.
Balance.
And watch your pockets.
Wait a second. Oh.
Yes.
Oh shit. I have to
Woman thinks she's.
Is there a way to check how much health he has? Okay, he's got 182 health now, plus 57. And bro, mana doesn't really matter. Stamina is 67 because 22 due to my necklace. Health regeneration 50%. Mana regeneration doesn't matter. Stamina regeneration, Armor 183. Doesn't have any resistances. 115, 218. Marksman 5, block 18, heavy armor 29. Sneak 100? Oh. It's because they don't want your apparition getting caught because apparitions. Because sometimes follower AI is really dumb, so giving him Sneak 100 makes a lot of sense actually. It's just so that he doesn't get you caught by being an idiot. Okay, well, dang, he's actually pretty good. Other than his gear not being enchanted pretty much, which is what this is, he's really, really good to go, honestly. Like, for what I'm using him for, he's really, really good
You're
right
not
now.
from here, are you?
In fact, if I take
heard
off
you
my
talk.
summoner ring, will that instantly take effect? Oh no, well, I have to use summon apparition.
Hey! You're an adventurer, aren't you? Have you been to... Oh, how do they say it?
plus 30. Okay, so it's plus 57 when I wear the ring, meaning the ring adds 27 health to this, which is absolutely insane.
Dad told me that's
Oh
where the
my
petrified
bro, this
live.
is insane. Main gate. Because I believe both of these quests are outside of the city, right? One is another golden sickle thing, so make sure to make the right choices with that one. And the other one is, I believe, just to kill a bandit. So that won't be easy. Game's not responding again. Not really. Oh, okay, where do I need to be? Way up north and the other one will be way down south. The opposite two ends of the city. So I want to go to the northern gate, which is barracks.
Yes?
Barrack quarter. It's like right above the Myra Tower. Don't know if I should be scared or not by that. Okay. Let's go, boys. It's time.
Monsieur?
We got a bandit to kill. Yeah, I know. I don't care. So be it if my apparition disappears. Really doesn't affect me. I can just summon him again. Now that we're outside the city, I'm thinking I'm actually gonna summon him right now. No, I'm still inside a settlement, I guess. That does make sense. Actually, almost the entire Farmer's Coast is a settlement. So I don't really need to worry about bandits till I get to the camp, I guess. Then again, that actually does bring up a good point. You really don't need your apparition when you're inside a settlement. Because the only fights I've had inside a settlement were, those guys that attacked me in the Undercity. Other than them, I have had no fights in settlements ever. So, yeah, actually, I really don't need him inside. I really don't need my apparition if I'm inside a settlement, I guess. Through town I go.
Hello.
Nice sign. Oh, it's
You're a
Bork.
foreigner, aren't you? I wish I'd have crossed the Red Sea once, or seen Kira.
Almost there. Yeah, we should be seeing the Myra Tower soon. So they're just north of the Myra Tower. The Farmer's Coast, interesting land. Why is there a... Bro, that thing took like no damage from my upgraded life absorption. I don't know what we can do about this. Rugar, I'm not sure if this is a good idea. Okay, yeah, we're just gonna slice it down, I guess. Heal up the wounds you inflicted, dang troll. Do not harm me and get away with it. Disgusting creature. Farmer's throne discovered. Oh. I can see why the troll existed now. Oh, another glowstone cave? Okay, glowstone just means trolls, Rugar. Be ready, my man. I'm trusting you. To know what we're... And a Marauder, too. Okay, Marauder, if you're gonna focus on my guy, I'm just gonna use the fact that you're not blocking me to slice you open. Okay, well, this apparently is a different grotto. We gotta be careful, because I missed that shot that I sent of Dimensional Rift on her. If that had hit her, that would have been a nice, safe encounter. Yeah, we hit one of them. Okay, looks like we got 3 enemies. One of them is down. Oh god, of course they're mages. You know, why would they not be mages? My most hated enemy. Oh god. Okay. Ah, she's already dead, okay. How did you... When did he get a magic staff? Is she ever coming back to reality? Might have put her in a infinite dead state. Because I hit her with that as she was dying, so she might just be stuck like that forever. Which should kind of suck, because that means that she was on the edge of dying. And now she's stuck in an ethereal state where she can't go on to whatever afterlife she was meant for. Frost salts, garnet. Ooh, wolf blood recipe. Ah, wolf blood. I'm probably gonna do that on my second run. The thing was, I wanted to do that my first run, which I didn't make it very far in. But the issue with that is, is that book what I think it is? Dang, that's cool. not going out of my way to get rhetoric books, so I'm not going to care if it's a higher level than what I am, because if I get a rhetoric, I'm not going to buy rhetoric books. It's just if I get a rhetoric book, I'm going to use it. Because rhetorics are kind of useful. And with all the extra crafting points I got, might as well, you know. Might as well get my rhetoric up at that point. Learning points, I might want to start investing into one-handed too. And probably another tree. Because by God, I have so many of those now. You know, because holy crap. Okay, I should be really, really close to the camp now. Okay, I'm gonna have to change his battle style because I do not like the fact that he is using magic. It doesn't feel right. It just feels wrong that he has magic at all. But then again, it can be useful, I guess. You know what, Rugar? If you want to be a mage, you can be a mage, you know? Have fun with it. Thought you would be a lot more likely to pick up, you know, a bow, but... I just need to move over now. I apparently missed the Myra Tower. I did find a way back up the Farmer's Coast, so that's good. And that's now marked with the doorway marker, so I can get back to it. That's really useful. Oh God, lost ones. Yeah. You know what I don't like? Every time I go through a teleport thing, it always seems to unsummon my minion. Why would you unsummon my beautiful Rugar? He's so amazing. Okay, so yeah, they're definitely in this lighthouse. Yeah, I think, yeah, it's a lighthouse. They're definitely inside of this lighthouse. That is their encampment. 100%. No questions about it. Question is, how well guarded is it? Really? No one guarding the main entrance? It's gotta be at least more than just the boss up here, right? Right, guys? You wouldn't possibly leave your boss all alone. Why is my apparition not with me? Oh God, I just realized what I just did. Let's keep going in my position 100%. Yeah. Oh my lord. He's a mage, he should take a lot of damage from that. Oh God. Please, health bar drop a good bit from that. I can take a bit of health off of you. Yeah, at this rate, the battle's not going to be done anytime soon. No! Do not go down the step. He's not going to do crap in this battle, I can already tell. He's too smart to get involved in this. Actually, it's probably better that he doesn't, because if he was involved, he'd probably die, and I'd have to get arcane fever from that. Death Breath. A maelstrom of dark magic that does 10 points of entropy damage while draining the caster's health. That is, yeah, entropy is quite literally sacrifice your soul to kill everything. It is, you trade your health for damage. Oh, the Butcher of Arc Volume 3. Nice. Still need to read Volume 2, I'm pretty sure. I don't think I read that one yet. Even though I am excited to. Evil witch. Okay, Rugar, how you doing, my man? Yeah, nice talk, nice talk. Rugar's a great guy. I need to just think of what his personality would be. Okay, not much down there, just one lost one and a nice and a pretty good sized loot for it. Hey, where's Rugar? Is Rugar still on the tower? Guessing Rugar's still, yeah, Rugar, there you are. Come with me, my man. We got more stuff to do. Because we got to go all the way down there and find a caravan. Which means a journey back to Ark. So we could go that way, or we could go up this way. I think we're gonna go the way I came. Wait, I might not actually find what I'm looking for. Okay. Rugar, wish you luck. I'm going on my beautiful, beautiful mule named Whirlwind. I don't know how you're gonna get past all the bandits and whatnot. That's about what I expected. Yeah. Think about it, there's nowhere that they can put bandits in the rest of the area, so of course they're gonna put them in on the beach. You see your man scream? Dude, you gotta go in. Of course, I completely missed my first dimensional rift.
That's all you've got. You fucking scum. For that. No.
I don't see Rugar. One second. Rugar, where the hell are you, man? I'm in a battle and I could really, really use your help, my man. I was just being chased by 2 dang bandits. And I think we got archers now. I heard an arrow. That's one archer at least. Okay. Archer spotted. Second archer spotted. Hey. Hit the one that's farther away from it. Nope, he dodges. As archers tend to do. Yeah, you can't really stand still to fight one of the archers when there's a second archer. They kind of cover each other's weakness. Which is me getting in close and just hacking their heads off, you know. That's the archer weakness. So when you have 2 archers they both cover that weakness of each other really, really well. What the? You're supposed to be ethereal. Yeah. He broke through the ethereal realm to fight me. Gotta commend his spirit at the very least. Like, god damn, man, I can only imagine the amount of mental capacity it takes to break through the ethereal realm so that you can attack me instead of dying. I ain't even kidding when I say, holy crap, that guy has to have had spirit. Stonehammer mine, here we go. Might be something down here that I could use. Oh, sorry, Rugar. Yeah, she tried to get up after we killed her archer friend there. It's kind of against our rules, though, to let her stand after that. Nice, I got another hit. Okay, let's take her stuff, and where's the... Oh, the other guy's awake. Hey man, did you have a nice nap? Hope you enjoyed the ethereal realm. All expense paid trip. You know, I was being really kind to you, and you're now attacking me. I don't know what your deal is, man. I literally let you go to the ethereal realm. Oh. I guess if you're gonna stab me in the back like that, I'll do the same to you. Okay, red apple. And nothing else is of values on him. Actually, wait a second. Rugar. Attributes. Oh, I can't check. Nah, I can't check the currently equipped. Can I not check the stats of it? I don't know the stats of your shield. .29 is a pretty high shield rating, but I don't know what the keeper shield is. I don't like the fact that I'm not able to know what your what different pieces of armor do for you. It's considered a spot that you can dig at. Yeah, this place is pretty empty, not gonna lie, like, got the buckets here, some shovels there, but like nothing of much oh, here we go. Yeah, this is probably gonna be my big money. Oh, yes it is. Seconds, the health regeneration of the target is 25% slower. If the target dies while the curse is active, it explodes and deals 50% of its health and as entropic damage to enemies nearby. God, if I was doing an entropy build, that would be one of my go-to spells. Someone's about to die, cast it on there. Boom, get away from him. Boom, he explodes. Helps me get the kill on his allies. Like, it's just too obvious, man. Oh, dude, these rune weapons are so cool. Kind of sad that I'm running into them right now because that means that their models might not be used later. But then again, even if their models aren't used later, Enderal does have some pretty cool custom models, like everything that's Keeper. Like that helmet, that shield, like... Who knows? Maybe they're just trying to get the Skyrim stuff out of the way so that they can use their custom models for the later game stuff. Actually, wait, no, that's exactly what they're doing. No question about it right there. What's this? Underwater chests. Wow, I haven't seen those since Oblivion. Because for some reason they kind of gave up on giving our goat. Because for some reason they don't really give you much of a reason to play Argonian in Skyrim. Like, I don't think you get many underwater areas in Skyrim. Other than, I think, like, a couple sunken ships. You don't really get many points that you're going to want to go underwater in Skyrim. Heck, I don't know if the sunken ships are base game or modded in. This could easily be added by a mod anyway, and I'm just being dumb. Yeah, who knows. For now, I know I'm playing probably one of the best Skyrim mods made. By God, I don't know if we're ever gonna get a sequel to this, but if we do... Nice. I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys, so, the Elder Scrolls 6 has had they've been talking about it, and I honestly think the modding community is gonna stay on Skyrim. Special Edition, of course, because Skyrim Old Rim is already dying. Mod is the main modding. It's starting to move to Special Edition. I firmly believe modding is going to be almost to 100% on Special Edition soon. I don't think they're gonna be able. I honestly don't think that they're gonna be able to continue making high quality mods on old Skyrim, or even if they do continue making high quality mods for it, I personally believe the optimizations of Special Edition are just gonna make modding faster, and therefore more people are able to mod, and therefore more great mods come to Special Edition. But I honestly don't know if the modding community is going to move on to the Elder Scrolls 6 because they're using photogrammetry. If you don't know what photogrammetry is, it's pretty much you take a real life thing and you model it in a game. Like, you take the real life image and you pretty much... Okay, so imagine this tree here, right? Imagine you have a pine tree in your front yard or something, right? They would take that pine tree in your front yard and model every little inch, every specific branch of it pretty much to be perfect.
Fellow traveler. Ha, greetings.
Imagine one of these pine trees being the exact same one you have in your front yard, if you have a pine tree in your front yard, right? Imagine any of these trees being the exact tree that you have in your front or backyard. That's pretty much what photogrammetry is, if I'm understanding it correctly. And if I'm understanding that correctly, I don't think the Elder Scrolls 6 is going to be a good place for modding. I think the modding will probably stay on the Elder Scrolls 5.
Walk blessed.
Because the amount of detail in the Elder Scrolls 6 might not be possible due to how good it is. Yeah, Rugar, you're gonna have to go back to... Rugar, I'm sorry, you're gonna have to go back to the amulet. Don't worry, I'll bring you back, man. Never gotta forget Rugar, he's a great man. He will always be remembered. Rugar shall always be one of my favorite apparitions, I guess.
Yes.
Lovely day. Well met.
Okay. There it is. There's the sign. I need to go back to, I believe, the marketplace for both of them. The bounty you get from the bounty board, and the other thing was the golden sickle.
Huh? Can
Wait.
I help you?
I didn't do the other thing yet. Not turning it in.
Sheer glory.
Arc. Southern quarter. There it is. Myra Tower. Yeah, not using the Myra Tower. I'm gonna go down. It's a short trip, I'll say. Short trip.
May your path always be even.
So, what insane thing am I gonna discover this time? Last time I discovered a guy trying to ruin another man's life, pretty much.
Greetings.
By God, what am I gonna get into with the golden sickle this time? What kind of insane thing am I going... Is it gonna be like, am I gonna have to save the caravan from bandits? What's gonna be the deal down here? Because I guarantee you it's not just gonna be a simple... It's not gonna be a simple, hey, here's the letter. Okay, I go back, here's your letter. Probably gonna, for some reason, I'm discovering what's in that letter. It's probably gonna be some insane information that I really would have been better off if I didn't know. Bandits are probably gonna attack the caravan, because makes sense. Like, that would be the simple way out of it. But the contents of this letter is going to be important. I know for a fact. It won't simply just be bandits are attacking the caravan. There's got to be something inside this letter that makes it way more interesting. And after this, I'll go back to the main quest because I don't want to go too deep into the golden sickle. I'm going to sprinkle it throughout the main quest. Like, I did a bit of the main quest, let's do the golden sickle thing or two. If the golden sickle ever gets a overarching plot line, that's when I'll give it a bunch of... If the golden sickle ever gets a overarching plot line, that's when I'll put a lot more focus into it. So far, it's just do a D for this guy, and it seems like each quest, at least for the first quest, it's a self-contained story, which doesn't mean that the entire quest line is going to be like that, but there's potential that it may be like that. Hopefully not, because I honestly love Skyrim, for example. You had the Dark Brotherhood, I think is a good example. Yeah, the first quest or two are self-contained, but then you get into an overarching plot line. Except for the fact that between every single big kill you have to do a bunch of small contracts. Which just slows down the story of the Dark Brotherhood and actually kind of is like the low point, even though it's like what the Dark Brotherhood's about. Ends up being the low point because they just make it such an inconvenience. Clings to that girl like a Colleen to his pipe. I broke the game, guys. Okay, I'm back up on top. And that is why I'm saying modding is going to go towards the special edition. And actually, I don't think the special edition will fix that. Either way, that is a flaw of building your game off of Skyrim. Stuff like that, gonna happen. Not much they can do to fix it. Like, honestly, there's not much you can do. Oh, Jesus. Oh, sweet Lord. Okay. Up off here. Oh, Jesus. Not the wood elementals. Okay, get one of those. Oh, it's too strong. Oh, jeez. You know, if the wood elementals didn't join in, this really wouldn't be a big deal. Okay. And I may have mentioned before, I really don't like using strategies like this, but I don't have a choice. What elemental, if that's what the game is called, just spring it to me, will kill me easily. They are terrifying creatures. see how fast my Rugar, you know, the guy I've been working so hard to make stronger, died there? Oh no, more elementals. Jesus. Rugar, Rugar, I'm gonna have to tell you something, man. Okay, so gonna have to be defensive. Actually, wait, no, these are gonna want to be ranged for this. You do not want to get close to these things. Okay, the thing is, I can only unsummon Rugar real quick because I don't want him running into battle like an idiot. Enemy's too powerful for that spell. I had a feeling. Okay, so I found what the challenge of this is. It's not, okay, so the big challenge, so it might actually just be deliver this letter to the caravan and bring my boss the response. The challenge, the reason that this thing has 2 stars, might be getting to the caravan without dying. I don't have time to climb onto my horse. The amount of damage he'll be able to deal with me as I'm doing the climbing on animation is death. Oh, okay, there's a treehouse. You know what? I don't care if there's bandits up here. They're not as bad as the elementals I'm facing. They are not magical beings with electric magic. You know, the one that takes away your stamina. I mean, mana, which is what you need to use spells. Draining quite literally my lifeblood, the thing I need. Did I just get a cool looking knife? You know what? What can you do? I have to see how long it takes them to... I don't even think I'll do a single piece of damage before they kill him. Okay. Okay. Why is he still here? He should be gone by now. He should be back at his beach. Yeah, get out of here, man. I don't want to see you. Nice thing I came up in this treehouse, so I got a new knife. Way stronger than Stunner. Oh, the caravan has already been attacked by bandits. Okay.
Savakurim alles!
Yes! Got the right one. Oh, and now my knife also drains health, which is kind of, you know, my thing.
Devra! Than!
Oh, that's a cool effect. I don't... Okay, you know, I'm just set up for failure at the Golden Sickle. Like, first he says, you can let your feelings get in the way. We could have just, you know, not helped this guy. Now it's quite literally, okay, I want you to deliver this letter. Oh wait, they're dead. Okay, yeah, this is a yikes moment here. Let me take Rugar and unsummon him real quick before he gets me some Arcane Fever due to his death. Because he is no more fit to fight a wood elemental than I am. And I am not fit. Screw off, imposing King Crab. I don't care about you. Well, this King Crab is actually way stronger than I expected. Yeah, once I'm hidden, I'm just gonna go into this cave here. Don't follow me. Okay. Okay, I see what this is. No, let me zap him real quick. Not the right way. Actually, we actually have a large moss crawler to deal with. Heck yeah! You know what, Turb? I got a title for you. Prophet's not going to be a title because I might do multiple playthroughs, and therefore Prophet would be a really, really bad title. Because this guy does not deserve the title Prophet. He is not being by the righteous path, you know, the stuff you'd expect a Prophet to do. Title Prop I don't think I'll ever give to one of my characters. My guy is the life-stealing nomad. Oh. I actually forgot to re-equip Dimensional Rift. Okay. Moss Crawler, why are you doing this? What is your purpose here? Do you even serve a purpose? Nice, an adept lock that I can't open. Thanks, game. Frost Breath, I already had that enchantment unlocked, so I don't need to do that. Now this, on the other hand, Moonstone. Elven armor. But this isn't exactly Skyrim. Elven armor was super late game in Skyrim. It was like second to last armor, I believe, if you were going light armor in Skyrim. So pretty good stuff, I gotta say. All around, pretty good ore to have. Okay, large moss crawler, if you want to have an aura around you so I can't even get close and ready to stab you once you're out of your trip. I just realized Rugar is being kind of useless. Defensive, but you kind of still need to get close to be defensive, man. I really like Rugar. He's a cool guy. So far in this game, the two people who have probably saved me the most are, story-wise, yeah, dude, it's teetering between Jaspar and Kalia. Because Jaspar did stop me from getting absolutely slaughtered by bandits at the very beginning. But Kalia did also just save me and have a really cool character moment. Okay, I never want to go that way again. That's definitely strong enemy territory. Can I hit this? Nah. Moose, you get to live today. Or deer. I don't see. Yeah, it's a deer. I don't think that's quite. No, that. Nah, it's hard to tell if it's a. Nah, it's more of a moose, I guess. Yeah. You get to live, because I missed my shot. I'm not going to take another shot. However, you know who I didn't miss a shot on? Okay, so it does work on wild animals. How much damage does it do? Like, will the rabbit survive this? Oh, well, by a good bit. No, don't! Rugar, I was doing an experiment. I didn't want you to kill it, but okay. You know, whatever.
Looking for passage, are you? Forget about it. With all them solid walls everywhere, nobody's safe.
Okay, we got city guards.
Yes.
City guards.
Tough times indeed. Tough times.
And back up to the city we go. As we've done our deals. We killed a bandit. And we also failed the golden sickle again because the caravan was dead when we got there. And the guys used a really cool teleportation spell to get away. By cool, I mean it looked evil. And I like it when evil people use spells that look evil. I guess let's grab our next bounty, report back to the golden sickle, and continue the main quest. 250 coins. What's the next one going to be? According to some rumors, a troll named Peck Peck currently inhabits the Grimlit Gallery. The bounty contract says it was bred by some renegade apothecary who planned to set him on the Enderalian farmers. No mention of what the reward is, and I'm actually interested in that. Oh, I also like how it actually moves up. Holy crap, that's cool.
Fruits right from the farmer's coast and Duneville.
Oh, he's gotta be mad with me about the fact that I found a caravan dead.
Greetings.
Walk blessed.
Caravan was ambushed. Everybody's dead.
I beg your pardon.
They made camp in a clearing near the desert. It seems two took out the entire caravan. And they tell him about the events and the cool looking evil magic.
Wait. Again, from the beginning.
Yeah, it was ravens.
That I mean, the guildmaster must learn of this at once. And wait, what did you say these assassins look like?
They were veiled, and they don't speak in some language I've never heard before. And they had cool ravens fly out from their teleport spell at the end.
Huh. Was their armor all black? And did they speak a language that sounded like gibberish to you?
Yep.
Petrified. By Malthus. Well, this is worse than I expected.
Oh no, it's the petrified?
The hired killers. The best of their kind.
Ooh.
Have you never heard of them? Well, apparently their temple, as they call it, or their headquarters, is on a small island called Milea. A deserted city. But now is not the time for history lessons. Whoever has enough money to hire the petrified is dangerous. Very dangerous.
Okay. And what now?
As I said, Guildmaster Deloran needs to learn about this. Did you find anything on the corpses? Documents, perhaps?
Oh, Rhodus, the caravan leader, had this amulet, the golden sickle one. Looks pretty valuable to me.
Rhodos's amulet. Oh, by Malthus. Deloran will not like this. Give it to me. The Guildmaster will want to have it. Give me back that letter. Well, we have to make sure it doesn't fall into the wrong hands.
Here it is.
Thanks. Here, take this. It's a paycheck, and you can hand it in at the bank. Now, excuse me. I have to make some arrangements. Oh, by the seven, this is not going to be pleasant. Yes? Walk blessed.
Okay, guess I'm gonna redeem my payment at the bank. That's actually a quest. I thought that would just be a thing that you do yourself eventually, but nah, I actually am tasked. My quest right now, if I want to proceed the golden sickle, is get my money.
Walk blessed.
I also like that they actually add a bit of a sense of realism by having it be, oh no, you don't just give, I don't just give you a bag of gold, I give you a check that you cash at the bank. That's actually a nice sense of realism.
Walk blessed, my sir. How can Sylvan and friends serve you today? Would you like to open a personal vault? Or perhaps even acquire an estate? Very well. We will need a 100 penny... That's regrettable. Then I suggest you come back later. Of course.
I believe these estates are super expensive, aren't they? I believe they're both at the bottom. It's like... Nah, they're over here, aren't they? At the bottom. The more expensive one is like 5,000 something. 6,657. It fell to 5,000 something when I have the right robes on. 1 second. I was to be wearing this. How much would an estate cost?
And don't forget, of course.
It's insane to think by looking at me, he's like, oh, I could sell you it for a bit less. Yeah, that's a lot of saving right there. It's still expensive as it could be, but...
Walk blessed. And don't forget, your money is safe with Sylvan and friends. Exceedingly safe, believe me.
A personal vault?
A ledger. Your very own safe in our house, which we will manage on your behalf. We will meticulously track all your deposits and withdrawals, and best of all, thanks to our very generous interest rates, the longer you entrust your money with us, the more it proliferates on its own.
How come my money proliferate on its own?
Well, evidently this was a metaphor. Just imagine that for every day your money rests in our vaults, we present you with some extra coin on top of it, as in appreciation for your trust, so to speak.
Well, comes a point.
Well,
when you just have to
you
live
see,
with it.
this is a highly complicated process.
Yeah, I see.
And I fear it would be a matter of near impossibility to elucidate my response. I beg your pardon, most likely quite limited intellectual capabilities. Let us talk about more enjoyable matters instead. Fine then. We use it to trade. We invest. Now don't you look at me that thanks. Now enough of this nonsense,
Okay.
and
I'm gonna open the vault.
very well. We will need a 100-penny deposit to start with. After that, you may make a withdrawal or deposit whenever you would like.
Okay. Here's the money.
Excellent. You will not regret this. Here, this is your personal safe key. This way, you may access your shelf even when we are closed. To make a deposit, simply talk to one of the bankers or, well, holdings for something, a business, a caravan, things like that. But forgive me for saying so, you do not... Of course.
I have a paycheck. He said I could hand it in here.
Penny pouches. So that old man found himself a new errand boy, did he? Show me. Yes, this looks solid indeed. Here is your money. Walk blessed, my sir. How consume... Of course.
All of it.
A wise decision.
I have shareholdings, don't I?
How may I be of service? Of course.
Plus 40 pennies per day. Max interest rate per day is 250. So pretty much once I have enough money in there, I make 250 per day. There's no reason to have any more money in there because I'll be making the maximum amount from the bank. Okay. I also just realized off myself, dirt poor. But whatever.
Huh? Can I help you?
You're an outlander, aren't you? I can tell.
Who are you?
Tywin Summerfield. By my path, accountant of Screws, Hats, Odds and Ends Incorporated. Even though I doubt the two of us have common ground, so to speak.
Anything I can help you with?
Work? No. That is... Maybe yes. You do get around quite a lot, don't you? You certainly look like it.
I guess so.
Fine then. I suppose it's worth a try. There is something in a person of your talents could come in handy. A grand-scale assignment we recently took on.
Tell me.
One of our customers ordered replications of several Pyrean artifacts. A most exquisite wish, of course any of our people could fulfill. However, our current problem is that we still need many of those artifacts originals to work with. If you could recover those originals for us, you would be generously rewarded.
No.
Here, these are some of the ruins that might be worthwhile visiting.
Fine, I'll see if I can recover any of those artifacts for you.
Splendid. Come back once you've found something.
Now that sounds fun. I'm gonna return to my boss real quick.
But I've heard the same thing. You know Lambert, that skinny...
Hey! You're an adventurer!
Now, if it isn't the hero of the hour. Word of the stunt you pulled with those petrified got around. Mael Doloran himself wishes to see you. I strongly assume he's planning to hire you as a protector. Congratulations on that.
I've heard that name before.
Oh, you did? I'm impressed. Particularly since he's the Grandmaster of this guild.
I see. Where can I find him?
In the guild house, just on the other side of the street. Now hurry, he doesn't like to be kept waiting. Walk blessed.
Okay, looks like I'm gonna be upgraded. The Golden Sickle did not stay a nice, peaceful, humble living for long. Oh, he's upstairs. Of course he's upstairs, he's the Guildmaster. What was I even thinking?
my sir.
Holy crap, this place is like...
Work.
Take a seat.
No, I'll take this one. Okay, I have to sit near him. Let me put my armor on real quick just to...
Yes?
It wants me to take this seat specifically over here for some reason, even though he's not behind his desk. Because he's gonna come around. Pretty nice desk he has, I gotta say. Definitely befitting of the leader of the guild. There he is.
Good. Thank you for coming. I'm Mael Doloran, by my path, Guildmaster of the Golden Sickle. What is your name?
Turb. Well met.
Well met, I'll be frank. You're an outlander, and that makes you pathless. And I'm sure you know by now that the Golden Sickle is more than just a band of merchants. It's a citadel of traditional values in a time when they hardly exist anymore. Still, I believe that everyone has the right to prove themselves, pathless or not. And when you fought those assassins, you did just that, even though you were too late. So, as promised, I'll make it short. I want to promote you to the rank of Protector. That sounds just like him. You know, there were times when Mindalus was young and full of ideals. But his behavior these days continues to remind me that those times are long past. I suppose he thinks your promotion is unfair to the other recruits. But you're fit for the task. Even he should see that. The same as working for the trading post. Only you will no longer have to waste your skills on running errands. You promise to honor the principles of the Golden Sickle, and to never act out against it or its members. In return, you will be granted a good pay and path-abiding honest work. Work that other Outlanders would give their left hand for, if I may say that. Good. Can you read and write? Excellent. This contract contains what we expect from you in written form. Read it, sign it, and then we can start. Yes? Excellent. Then we can start right away. Are you ready for your first assignment as a protector? Before I tell you, I have to ask you something. Are you familiar with the Blue Islands Coalition?
Now, a good pipe of peace, Wade.
The Blue Islands Coalition is a league of powerful merchants from the belt of Killet. I take it you've heard about the civil war on Killet. It has been going on for 2 years now. Recently, the Council of Elders, which is made up of mostly wealthy merchants in Killet, succeeded in restoring rudimentary order. That is, if a dictatorship by those cutthroats can be called order. It affects trade. Since the Civil War, the prices for spices, cane sugar, and Chilean cloth have exploded. And while some might profit from this, most merchants don't. But this situation should settle down now that the war is over. And it's not the topic of this discussion. I need you because some days ago an emissary of the Blue Islands Coalition arrived in Ark. I want you to meet this emissary and give him this letter. It's a written invitation to come to the guild's house for dinner. Well, finding that out will be part of your job. But I suppose he's somewhere in that city where there are colorful clothes and shining jewels. Chileans are drawn to that kind of flashiness like children to sweets. Now go. Come back to me once you've delivered the message.
Work, work, work.
Too easy on this guy. They just sit on their asses and hope things settle themselves. Idiots.
Good evening.
Move along.
Yes, you should go into the whisper. See what you can find in the old fortress. I'll wait for you in the
He no
other city,
talk to
in
door.
my laboratory.
He not bad. Talk to others. Well, emissary. He talk about the jam? The jam not here. The jam other place. Perhaps Dul can remember, but He needs to help his memory. Adul's memory old and full of holes. Like cheese.
Some people just don't know the essence for my hair. Potatoes, garlic, radish. Yeah, that should be it.
Oh, he wants fight. Dul knows fight. Show Dul what you made of.
That's just how they are.
Fine. He won. Dul wants no pain. The Jam went bathing in house with many waters. He go look there. He has what he came here for. Go now. Leave Dul alone.
Oh, well. Yes, you should go into the Whisperwood and see what you can find in...
Good evening.
They just sit on their asses and hope things settle.
Monsieur?
Hello.
Walk blessed. Has my sir come to indulge in the hot springs of the Larkses? Or is my sir simply looking for a place to forget about life's daily sorrows? In either case, he will be required to pay a toll of 57 pennies. Unfortunately, a man with such a name is not known to me.
Let him in. I'll pay.
My dame, you should cover yourself with...
Oh shit. I have to remember.
Walk blessed. Or is my sir simply looking for a place to forget about life's daily sorrows? In either case,
Let's talk downstairs,
he will be
shall we?
required to pay a
I
toll
want
of
to
57
indulge in
pennies.
these beautiful springs for as long as I can. It does. Come on down. What is it? Are you coming? So, I take it you're the welcoming party from the Sickle, am I right? I was told someone would contact me as soon as we landed, but for the past 2 days, no one has. I thought I might as well take a look around the city. Even though this city has certainly seen better days, at least according to the gossip. Red madness, lost ones in the forests, crazed brigands. Phew! I have, but I've been warned that this Deloran is a... how shall I say... a complicated character. I'm important, and I'll let you feel just how important by letting you wait. But who cares? Once an idiot, always an idiot. Show me. Formal supper in the guild's house with Deloran himself. Oh my, this is going to be an evening full of jesting and good humor. You can tell Deloran I'll be there. Thanks for delivering the message. Charming.
Ah, one more thing before you go. You're Enderal. I've heard that accent before, but I just can't put my finger on it. Where are you from?
Of course, that was it. And how is it that a traveler like you is now running errands for the Golden Sickle?
Just where did I put it?
Uh-huh. Anyway, good luck with whatever you do next. Ah, and if you're in the mood for it, apparently there's a Chilean minstrel group in this city, and they perform in the tavern just next to the bathing house. I'll stay there for the time being, and I wouldn't mind a good chat. Now, aren't you subtle? Then walk blessed, as people here like to say.
What? You're a foreigner, aren't you? You couldn't have picked a better time to come. Enderal, recently the Order has started to let pathless ones and people from the Undercity become...
Keep walking.
Walk blessed.
No, look at that. You came. Didn't think you would. So, what's your take on this contemporary sample of Chilean dancing? You think so? I've seen better, but she's not bad, that's true. Anyway, how about a sip of wine? Rounds are on me.
Walk blessed.
Hello.
So, before we move on to more pleasant topics, there is one thing I need to get off my chest first. I heard of the, paper chase you had to go through to find me. I know, he's pulled that stunt on others before. He speaks perfect Enderal, by the way. That whole "I only stupid Chilean" thing is part of the act. In that sense, thanks for teaching him a lesson. It was overdue. But anyway, tell me, what brought you here? Just where exactly from Nerim are you from? I'm curious. That's why I asked. Yeah, I know what you mean. You know, this is precisely why I find it so interesting that so many people accuse us Chileans of being greedy or dishonorable. I mean, just take a look around. Are the other nations of the civilized world really so much better? We've got Nerem, which was recently split into 3 and devastated by 3 madmen. I don't need to tell you about that. Then there's Kira, with its fabled free thinking in universities. But every 2 weeks, there's a new attempt at revolution with at least 3 dozen corpses. And don't get me started on Arctwind, Arazael, or this place. What I'm trying to say is, yes, there's poverty on the Blue Islands. On Kile, and yes, there are problems. But we are free. Neither Morala nor the Elder Council tell us what to do, and no matter how dire the circumstances you're born into, life is what you make of it. So it's basically the opposite of this excuse for a country. Anybody can become rich, famous, or, if they want to, live an eremite's life on the beach. As long as they can go through with it. Then sure, there are exceptions. But in my experience, those who never made it brought it on themselves. I know. That's why you're different from the rest of the people here. You know, I know what it means to have to fight for something. Unlike that snot DeLorean, I wasn't born with a bag of gold stuffed up my ass. But instead of wallowing in self-pity or listening to the priests talk about how everything gets better once you're dead, I took responsibility for my own fate. I have, and I'm only getting started. You should see them, all these losers who I grew up with. Yes, they were dealt a tough hand, but instead of grabbing fate at its throat, they just went through their lives with their heads bowed and nodding at everyone. I'll never understand how people can be that way. Anyway, let's not go further into this. I'd say we make a cut here, shall we? It's late, and I should see how my crew is doing. It was a pleasure, Protector. Until next time.
Walk blessed.
Test. Okay. Got some bad news. My microphone cut out a couple times there. That's why I'm looking at it to make sure that the green is still on. So, might be going out a bit here and there. It might just die. I try to keep the sound on screen at all times to make sure. But if it just goes dead silent for a bit, you'll know why. And, yeah, so we got another character link. Not sure at all how her character is as a person. How's business?
Oh, definitely more comfortable than my time on the road, though. Walk blessed.
Okay, let me get back into the marketplace because I know where the secure chest is in there. I'm gonna read I think I'm gonna read books 2 and 3 of The Butcher of Ark. Get back to that story, or probably actually only book 2, because if I remember book 1, not exactly a short book. Okay, Butcher of Ark Volume 2, The Nameless One. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, I don't know if I can do this with the microphone being weird, cause so I counted 50 something pages. I already lost track. I just counted them. I don't know if the microphone picked it up or not. Lots of pages though. I don't know if I'm ready, but I guess I can at least start the book now, even if I don't finish it. God, I'm ready. Up to the present day. Actually, where's all the music in the game?
We always
Huh? Can I help you?
I know what to do. I want to have actually some background noise because it really does help to have atmospheric music. Okay, so I'm real quick just gonna sleep. And I'll probably stand in the center of the Sun Temple as I read it. Sit my character down, scroll out of first person, get a nice view of the area, and start reading.
A machine that can banish these high ones. The mysteries of this world are endless.
Okay, over here. Okay, just about noon. So let me go back into the main area and read a book. Real quick, you know.
Walk blessed.
Jump over the Malthus statue.
The fabled
Ooh,
prodigy.
railings, what's that for?
I hope you can live up to what they say about you. I really do.
Well, if I don't live up to what they say about me, well, it's kind of screwed, so. Most people probably hope I can live up to it. See, nice, very calming music for this. Up to the present day, the origin and nature of this vision has remained a mystery to me. So, quick recap. He saw fire, and pretty much he was told to follow it. Pretty sure he also saw his dead body in a coffin? Who was the enigmatic woman? How had she entered my thoughts? Or was it not her, but merely a spectral image conjured by my inner workings, an embodiment of my subconscious? These were the questions that went through my head after I awakened. Yet I had not much time to ponder, for when I awoke, breathing heavily and soaked in sweat, I realized that something was different. Disoriented, I pushed myself up and rubbed my aching eyes. I looked around the room, my bones cracking reluctantly as I turned my head left and right. Nothing. My surroundings seemed perfectly normal again. Again, I let my gaze roam the narrow room, from the heavy wooden door over the small wardrobe to the scribe's desk in the right corner. on which numerous tomes and scrolls lay in disorder. Uncertainly, I closed my eyes and focused inward, into myself. No. The repugnancy was not to be found in my surroundings. It stemmed from me. To be precise, it originated from a strange feeling in my stomach that was unknown to me back then. It was an uneasiness, dull and stagnant. A diffuse fear similar to the one we experience when we know terrible or challenging things await us. Nevertheless, the feeling seemed familiar. A sort of gloomy truth which had been suppressed in my subconscious all these years and had now found its way to the surface, like glowing coal beneath a thin layer of fissured ice. Beginning to melt, bewildered, I laid my hands on my stomach in an almost childlike manner. Of course it did not help. The strange, dull feeling remained. I rose dizzily and looked out of the narrow window above the scribe's desk. The vision had felt like an eternity, yet seemed to have lasted no more than an hour in reality. Still, not a single sound from outside reached my ear, and the light was dim and pale. Only a pallid gray cone of sunlight brightened the dance of 100 confused grains of dust in the air. In addition to my inexplicable sense of uneasiness, I was nauseated. My eyes burned and I felt weak. Water. I need water. I moved to the trough, which was filled with fresh spring water next to the heavy wooden door. My uneasiness grew stronger and an absurd fear took hold of me. What would I see in the mirror of the water when I bent over the trough? The deformed and decayed grimace I had seen in the ruin, or the unremarkable face of a man who lived his life ruled by coincidence and lack of alternatives? Instead of free will, I fought the urge to back away from the trough and made myself get to my knees in front of it instead. My fear was baseless. No festering maggots crawled from the face that stared at me in the reflection. No chapped skin revealing the flesh and the bones beneath. Just a dream. It was just a dream. I smiled weakly and confused at my own folly, cupped my hands and scooped some water and drank in deep gulps. Then I sprinkled some water on my face, rubbed it on my body, my hair, my arms, and my feet. I took the brush of boar bristles and scrubbed my skin until it started to bite. Finally, I took my brown priest's robe from the cast iron hook by the door, slipped it over my head, and leaned against the wall. I felt better, but not well. It was just a dream. I repeated the sentence several times in my thoughts, in an attempt to banish the remnants of what I believed to be a nightmare. Yet the desired effect did not occur. Every time I closed my eyes, visions of my own corpse flooded me, and my uneasiness grew, as if it wanted to emphasize dreams meaningless. I sighed and did what I always did when I contemplated. I began to pace around my room. I remember all too well that this was the first time in my life the silence appeared oppressive to me. How I wished to hear the familiar creaking of cartwheels and bright calls of the baker to the bray of a donkey. But there was nothing, absolutely nothing to hear. Not even the mournful singing of the wind, which was usually omnipresent in Fogville. With the pale light in my chamber, I felt like part of a Permatralian morning tableau. Over and over, the same images flashed through my mind. The coffin, the corpse, the veiled woman, and her words, "Follow the fire, end your false life." Was there a connection between these words and the dull feeling in my stomach? Why did I dream of such things at all? What by the righteous path did it mean? My countenance clouded. False life. What a heap of nonsense. I lived exactly the life, the path chosen for me. Even if from time to time gloomy thoughts occupied my mind, and I felt envious of the adventurers who took a rest in Fogville before continuing their journeys, I did not mean that. My pious line was in any way false. No, I was lucky that I did not have to live by the side of my miserable father, smearing grease on animal hides. I was even luckier not to be one of the ill-fated people who cut each other's throats for a stale piece of bread in the undercity of Ark. I pinched the bridge of my nose, squeezing my eyes shut. There are the very thoughts that make path-abiding people stray from the path. They became attracted to an insane vision of an adventurous life and get drawn into suffering and misery. I recalled the terrible story which occasionally reached Fogville. It were always the egoists and those hungered for power who dragged innocent people into ruin along with them. I dropped my hand and opened my eye. No, my life is exactly as it should be. Is that so, Shale? I startled. What in blazes? Irritated, I moved around, trying to find the voice's origin. Nothing. I was alone. But then where had this voice come from? I must have imagined it. It had come to that. I was hearing voices. This dream is driving me insane. Angry with myself, I started pacing again. But after only 2 steps, the voice resounded again in my head. And along with it, the dull feeling in my stomach burned like a blazing fire in the wind. Images and feelings rose in my consciousness, heavy and pressing, but familiar at the same time. This time the voice spoke with a mixture of mourning and mockery. How much longer do you want to close your eyes to the truth? What needs to happen to make you finally understand? Great, it's empty. I trembled backwards, not so much because of the words, but due to the sensation they triggered. Thoughts fluttered through my mind like a flock of startled birds, and they did not only revolve around the scene from the dream anymore. I saw myself lying on my bed, drenched with sweat, shivering. I saw myself gloomily staring off in the distance, while Mater Pylia read out the path to me, which these thoughts came to a crawling uneasiness, a sense of loneliness and fear. Instinctively I pressed both hands against my stomach. By the righteous path, I am losing my mind. Damn it, I am actually losing my mind. I turned around fast like lightning and hastened to my desk, upon which lay an open, leather-bound folio. It was a handwritten transcription of the path that I had started just before the festivities of Star Summer Night. For 5 decades now, it had been possible to reproduce written works in an almost magical manner thanks to the strange, press-like construction of a cunning, startling researcher. It was called letterpress. Due to the mechanics of the machine, manual transcription, however, was still considered a sign of spiritual commitment. There was something meditative about it. It was calming, which was what I needed to banish the rising panic. Hastily, I adjusted my chair, opened the inkwell, and took the quill. Work frees the mind, I told myself. I was encouraged by the fact that the barrage of strange images and the feelings that brought on had subsided. It had been a dream, nothing more. A frightening dream indeed, but a dream nonetheless. Yes, concentrate, write a few pages, recite a verse, and the spook will be gone. Nothing will remind me of the disfigured body in the coffin of you. And tomorrow I will be able to continue my meaningless life. Indeed, it will be business as usual, and then one day I will die in peace, without having seen the truth at all, an insignificant, pale number among thousands, and no one will ever remember you. Jael Tanner's son, the Nameless One, and only now did I realize that the sweat was pouring down my forehead, and that I was clenching the quill so hard that my hand was starting to hurt. The sentences I had written were scrawly and full of mistakes. I dropped the quill. Witchcraft. This is witchcraft. I slammed the book shut, closed my eyes, and attempted to clear my mind, like Mater Pylia had taught me. Breathe, Jael, breathe. My entire body trembled. My pulse hammered in my wrists. There was no doubt that the voice came from within me. It was part of my thoughts, yet so unfamiliar, threatening, and lurking. It is futile, Jael, the voice suddenly whispered. You cannot escape destiny. End your false life, end it here and now, and follow the fire. There was a moment of silence, or else you will die. As the last word faded from my mind, fear exploded inside me. It shot up my spine and spread from there to my heart, to my fingertips, to my skull, straight into my brain. Again and again I pictured the horror up from my dream, interspersed with strange memories of seemingly random moments in my life. I saw myself pacing between the benches of the temple without orientation. I saw myself preparing a corpse for its last journey, according to the Enderalian tradition, weeping. I saw myself lying feverishly in bed, breathing heavily and eyes wide open. But it were not the images which made the situation so unbearable. It was the suffocating sensation that covered everything, like a laden gray cloud, threatening to drive me insane. Fear and panic, bitter loneliness and desolation. I felt as if I was standing at the edge of a pitch-black abyss, lost and without identity. I felt alone. It might be hard for you to comprehend the description, but perhaps it helps if I attempt to explain how the human mind functions. If something terrible happens to someone, such as the death of a loved one, our mind reacts with a kind of shock. Only part of what we should be feeling is allowed to enter the immediate consciousness experience. The rest is banished to the depths of our subconscious, buried like an unloved, dangerous secret. Once the mind has recovered somewhat, the banished remains of the memory will be unearthed piece by piece, so that we can deal with them and complete the mourning process. If for some reason the reworking does not take place, the memories will decay and fester until their presence becomes noticeable. We feel gloomy, suffer from panic attacks, or lose the ability to feel emotions entirely. Though it is possible to live under such conditions until one dies. The buried memories consume much of our vital energy, and in the worst case, drive us to strange deeds. While the tentacles of fear raged in me, I realized that these terrible feelings were exactly such decomposing memories. They had been there forever, lurking shadows beneath a shield of glass. I had noticed them in the brief moments, small and insignificant, sometimes in the deepest of nights when I awoke from a nightmare, clammy with sweat and unable to recall what I had just dreamt. Sometimes in small fissures of thought which haunted me while I performed perfectly normal tasks. For a few heartbeats, I was filled with a misty gray loneliness, and I felt as if I was an observer of myself, the spectator of a hypocritical, bigoted play, my false life. I lived a lie, a desperate effort of my mind to conceal something in me that could not be concealed, a secret, something I had suppressed and could not hold at bay any longer. Now it had broken free, and remorselessly showed me what would happen if I did not begin to search for the truth. Death. You are dying. Yet some among you might realize that insights and actions are very opposing things. Even though the voice had forced me to look at it, I had looked at it, I did not want to accept it. I uttered a guttural cry, threw my writing utensils off the desk, and knocked down my stool with my bare fist. I hit the wall of my chamber, ignoring the burning pain that shot up my arm. I wanted to banish the feeling inside me somehow, so I could get my old life back, but my resistance was in vain, and every second that passed amplified the panic, constricting my throat, drowning me like an overpowering flood. Only when my breath was but a weak gasp, I sank to the floor, back against the wall, face buried in my hands, exhausted. It is futile. I felt the salt of my tears burning on my cheeks and sobbed like a child. What shall I do? By Malthus, what shall I do? I uttered with a shaky, miserable voice. For a while, nothing happened. Then I heard the voice again in my thoughts. Tender, melancholic. You already know the answer, Jael. She told you what to do. This time the voice did not aggravate my loneliness. No, for a moment I almost felt secure. And in this moment I made my decision. Yes, she was right. I knew what I had to do. I knew it, and had always known it. Yet like a fledgling soldier who did not understand that the tales about glorious wars were merely tales until he lost his leg, I had to see my own death in order to understand. I had to start searching for the buried truth at the time. It was obscure to me what the veiled woman had meant by the fire. Was the fire a symbol of the truth behind the feeling of emptiness and loneliness? I learned to suppress and could not suppress anymore. The newborn man who later became known as the Butcher of Ark did not yet know that he would soon find the answer to this question. Okay. That tilde, I believe, means cut line, right? So, I'll real quick take a picture on my phone. I'll pick up this book from here next stream. I'll start off with the book, I guess. And how many do I have left? I have the bottom of that page. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23 pages left. I made about halfway through the book. Surprised, actually. I honestly thought it would take a lot longer to make it halfway through the book. But making it halfway through the book is tiring, especially at this hour, I'll say. No, not there. There we go, Twitch out. Okay. So, whether I have many viewers or not, Enderal's popping off. The viewer count's going up every day, man, I swear. There is one other Enderal streamer live, actually. I literally have one. They have a... Actually, holy crap, that's a really big stream to be running. So, yeah. I'm going to end off here, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. And we're going to slash raid. Rose Guard is the name. It's the only other person live on Enderal, so gotta support the community, man. So I'm gonna end off stream here. It was a good stream, and we're gonna head right on over to Rose Guard. She's playing Enderal. I was playing Enderal. Fits. So I'm gonna end off here, guys. And I will see you next time. I also do plan on uploading these streams to the YouTube. If you are interested, you can go there. If you're watching on the YouTube, you can come here to the Twitch and watch me when I'm live. Just to let you know, it is currently 3 a.m. here, so stream times do vary. But I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.